his initial is in T20 internationals.
Yeah, good bouncer, good use of the short ball, one for the over.
Nick's gone. Lokataka walks. Ishan Kishan takes the catch at a first T20 international wicket for Prince Yadav. It's the opposition captain, and Ireland 48 for 3.
Yeah, a little tickle through. Ishan Kishan takes the catch. Lokataka threw his head back in. Spare walking off, but smashing that good length again. Easy catch from Ishan Kishan. Third wicket falls. Ireland 48 for 3.
मैच चल रहा है देखने तो देते हम लाइव चल रहा है तो मैं यूट्यूब पे लाइव कर रहा हूँ देना अरे दे तू अरे चल तो चेक करने दे विकी बोल रहा हूँ जरा चेक करने दे वो कर रहे हैं बता जा रहा तो चल जाना मैं तो हो जा रहा मैं देख रहा हूँ यार
Ben Khalid's, who turns 24 in just a couple of days' time, makes his way to the crease. 26 not out against UAE, his highest score earlier this year, but only formerly represented Canada at the Under-19 World Cup. Man who can play some very big strokes indeed. An indication of that is the fact that he has more sixes in international cricket than fours.
Prince Yadav, first wicket in T20 internationals, delighted.
Taking the quick single, dive from Khalid. Prince Yadav taking a wicket with his ninth delivery in T20 internationals. Pretty good return.
It's close, and I think this potentially gone here. Ben Khalid's, he'll slow out of the blocks. Oh, I think that's out with a direct hit.
Khalid's really good hands. Really good catches in the first match of the Spinny Cup. It was 2 days ago. Abhishek Sharma among those he held on to. Mashindrana late on. And that could very well have been gone. Harry Tector earns a reprieve. And Prince Yadav puts down a chance to claim his second wicket in the over.
Tough chance. No cotton balls are easy. Harry Tector powerfully back. He's just got him near the right hand, the thumb, near the palm of the right hand. They usually stick. They stick or go out. Unfortunately for India and Prince Yadav, that popped out.
Worked away. Be a single to end 8. Ireland bring up their 50. They are 50 for 3 to 8.
Ireland, they've been a little bit sluggish since the end of the power play. Just 6 runs coming in the last 2 overs. India putting the brakes on here in match 2. Suryansh Shedgate into the attack on T20 debut. A very, very positive time in Irish cricket. A wonderful win on Friday for the men, an outstanding win yesterday for the women over West Indies. There's lots of positive things happening on the grounds around southern and northern Ireland. And Isabel Joyce, you've been busy over back. You've had a lovely few days.
Very, very busy. It's busy here for Suryansh Shedgate on debut. Check, excuse me. A quick single, good communication. But yeah, brilliant day for the Irish women. Finally got the World Cup win they've been searching for.
Yeah, lovely moment. When you receive your first cap for your nation in any format, it's a proud moment for yourself, your family who will be watching on from home, I am sure. All your friends and all your coaches that have put in time and effort and energy to getting you to this point. Lovely moment for any cricketer, young or old. This guy is a very good cricketer. Ricky Club yesterday, there was a good gathering, crowding around the TV, watching that. It was wonderful to see.
That's the other point. It's just trying to get players from the Irish team around the world, because there's plenty of franchise cricket, not as much in women's cricket as men's, but there are franchises around that hopefully will be looking at Irish players, and in particular you think Orla Prendergast. You've got to see her as someone you'd like to get with bat and ball.
Harry Tector's just struggling a little bit here. Really struggling. 13 from 19. He's had no fluency. He's been given a life. Just got to gather his thoughts here. It's not an easy place to be when you know you're under pressure as a batter and your strike rate is in the 60s. Catch up later on. Lovely hands. Really good hands. Good in the deep. India being smart with their field placing. 53 for 3. Good crowd in, and they're enjoying what they're seeing from the world champions. Smarter bowling from India thus far. Akshar Patel into the attack. 2 for 33 on Friday afternoon. I thought he bowled nicely. Chance for 2, I thought, but neither batter really were interested in having a look.
I think Harry Tector looks like he's thinking so much about his own game. He's insular, needs to start coming up with a plan, and actually it might be a good change of bowling for him. Been struggling, gave that chance as well. Means as well, left-right hand combination. They've got one batter hitting to the short boundary.
Yeah, Akshar Patel's not a huge turn. How he goes about his bowling. Left arm around the wicket, angling across the left-hander.
Yeah, you want to play him more like a little swing bowler, especially as a left-hander. Looking to turn it leg side. He's quite leg side dominant, Ben Callets. And looking to play it leg side from there. No real foot movement, he can get in trouble.
Keep up, Ishi, keep
The
up!
positive news stories at the men and the ladies side, obviously. The turning of the turf in Dublin recently, the new stadium has started. Preparation for the 2030 World Cup, which Ireland will co-host. That should be ready for the 2029 season. I'm reliably informed that England have agreed to be the first opponents there. No, be careful.
Yeah, Abbottstown. That's where the sod has been turned. A great location. It's on the M50. It's where lots of other sports are, but Ben Callets' feet just not really doing him any favours this over so far. Good bounce.
Yeah, against Akshar Patel, you've got to look down the ground. Bowling. Outstanding bowling, Akshar Patel. Jams a Yorker in. Ireland will pick up 2, but they're going nowhere at the moment. Halfway stage, 58 for 3.
Go, stop getting distracted.
quiet here, Ireland. Batting first after losing the toss. They move on here. No batter has got going just yet.
On the similar stage on Friday, Ireland were 68 for 4, so there is hope.
Good from Shurian Shedgate. Should get back for a couple there. We're going to head downstairs to Dwayne.
Thank you very much, Niall, Isabel. Ireland find themselves marching along, but the man who is behind the title sponsor, Mr. Niraj Singh, founder and CEO of Spinney, joins me. And how are you enjoying the experience, the Spinney?
Enjoying a lot, we have been here since Thursday morning. Very beautiful place, and we went for a quick spin also on the Northern Coastal Road. Really very beautiful. So it has been a great experience so far.
So enjoying all the sights and sounds. From a cricketing perspective, you're enjoying must be the atmosphere here as well, and how tight the contest it was on Friday.
Yeah, after Friday's match, the anticipation is so high for today's match, and you can see the energy on the ground out today.
Are you enjoying flitting around the stadium and interacting with people and their experiences of this tour?
Yeah, people are really great here, so I'm really enjoying meeting and speaking with them, and it's great to be here supporting the game and supporting the team as well.
Now, I know Spinney is heavily involved in terms of cricket in India. Your brand ambassador is probably the most famous name in all of cricket. Tell me about Sachin Tendulkar and your relationship.
Yeah, we are very close, and he has been an inspiration for us, and he's one of the most inspirational personalities in India for many generations.
Well, we've just witnessed a shot that Sachin Tendulkar would be proud of. It is glorious. It's to the boundary, and with that, thank you very much, Mr. Niraj Singh. And back to you, Niall and Isabel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Niraj Singh, for your continued support. Much needed boundary. First boundary for 31 balls. Just rolled his fingers down the left-hand side of the ball there. Shurian Shedgate.
I wonder did Ben Callets read it. That is a very strong area for him. You generally see him hit it a little bit straighter, but obviously the slower delivery was and pick the gap between the two men in the deep who were quite close together, because that's the short boundary.
Change of angle, back over the wicket now. Shedgate. Leg ball, Hoyt leg side, has it got enough? Just about enough. Just about enough. The sweeper was interested.
Well, one of the reasons why Ben Callets has been fast-tracked into this team is because Ireland have a dearth of leg spinners, or left-handers I should say. Left-right-hand combination, short boundary one side, you've got one batter who can attack no matter what, and it's right at the end of the bat. Key was he went right through with the shot, just about got enough to send it for 6.
Smash down the ground. They needed this over.
I roll me, and I'm just like, what the actual? I just want a chair. I just want a chair.
Well, is he 3 wickets today? That length, and you had a good look at the surface.
We spoke about them hitting this length actually in the last game, and early on it was very, very impressive. But the problem was actually the second half of the innings. They didn't change things up enough. But here, you talked to Niall about the over that Ireland need to get things going, and no ball will do quite nicely.
Yeah, big moment. You saw Shurian going from around the wicket to back over the wicket. It's a tight one, but it is just about. Line belongs to the umpire. 15 off the over thus far. 2 balls remaining. Can change the field, of course, because Tector is now on strike. But maybe this is the opportunity for Harry Tector just to and free himself from any inhibitions. Round. Archdeep. Oh. front of the commentary box. Should have caught it. Worst case scenario, should have palmed it back into the field.
Well, full toss, a low one, but Harry Tector gets a good bit of bat on this. Then he just jumped soon. Maybe came at the angle slightly out of his favour. Well, for Harsh, he could have done better, but it was a difficult one.
Well, I'll just tread carefully because he's standing right in front of the commentary box. What an over for Ireland. Superb over for Ireland. 22 off the over, 11 done, 80 for 3. The Belfast skyscraper. Needed it. Really did need it. I mentioned Isabel Joyce about the turning of the turf in Dublin, the new stadium, but also the announcement last week of the redevelopment of this venue here at Stormont. Government support from both south and north of the border.
It's brilliant, isn't it? If it rains, it pours. So needed as well for Irish cricket. It's what we've been crying out for, is facilities, training in the winter. You know yourself, Niall, there's nothing worse than the indoor training centres when it's cold, it's damp, it's dark. Could this be the turning point? It certainly feels like a moment in the innings for Ireland. Ben Callett's taking on the first couple of deliveries, and then bat injury cut it on the end.
That looks a bit battered, to be fair. Must be his favourite. We all have our favourite sticks. You want to try and elongate its lifespan. Akshar again. And also, is he the ETPL, which is gathering real momentum? Ireland, Netherlands, and Scotland's new franchise league with huge names and investment. Is involved. Steve Wall, Jonty Rhodes, Matthew Hayden is coaching the Glasgow Comics. Sorry. Glenn Maxwell is involved in the Belfast side. Just positive news. I can't remember the last time there's been such a positive mood around Irish cricket.
Yep, one.
No, spot on. It's hold your breath time. When's the other shoe going to drop? But let's take it. We're as a people, you know yourself, we're a little bit down on ourselves, but got to be positive about this stage in Irish cricket. A couple of brilliant days with wins, but also backed up behind the scenes by all the work being done by Cricket Ireland and the staff and the government as well.
Now then, Tector, he's a good slog sweeper. He gets enough of it. It just hung in the air for a while, and I think Tector's heart may have been in his mouth. Just going to check the boundary. I think it just bounced inside the ropes.
There's those pockets. They're long in the pockets. The angle's so tough when you hit right fielders. You could tell with the sound of that one from Harry Tector that he didn't get it out the middle. The full swing of the bat, I think that was the difference. Just about saved him.
It's amazing what one shot can do to a batter's mindset. That free hit that Harry Tector whacked it down the ground for 6. He looks a different player the last 3 or 4 balls.
And also helped out by it being palmed over. Would it have been different if it had been just parried in and only a single, and you feel, oh, I missed out on a free hit, I should have sent that for 6?
Just be a single. Another decent over though for Ireland. 8 off with 12 done. 2 fat ladies, 88 for 3.
runs from Ireland. 88 for 3 after 12. Very strong position. It's a good batting surface. And a really good partnership, Kev. It's 40 of 28. That's the kind of partnership we need.
Very similar to Friday, game 1.
A change of ends for Prince. He's picked up his first T20I wicket, his first spell. Skinny customer. He's got a quick arm action and a really good delivery strike.
Yeah, good start. First 2 overs only going for 8. Picking up that 1 wicket as you mentioned.
अपने वाले में इसको फेंकते यार मैं उठा दे इसका प्रेशर की मुझे रात में
Lucky. And top edge over Ishan Kishan's head. Will take that boundary gladly.
Gotta swing hard. Ben Kalitz was a good length again in line from Prince Yadav. Towards the kind of 5-bat area. Top edged it. Ishan Kishan just not tall enough. And big momentum for Ireland here. The momentum has shifted as it did on Friday. How long can Ireland keep this momentum? Obviously, how quickly can India wrestle it back?
Down the ground, Arshdeep's there, right in front of us, does really well. Bounce right in. Lockwood.
Yeah, good footwork to palm it. First of all, to palm it in and keep his balance. But could he have gone for it? It was hit hard. It's a short boundary. Might not have had much time, but didn't bounce too far in front of him. Could he have anticipated and come hard at the ball and make it a half chance and potentially take it to change that momentum?
Yes, the other important thing that the Indian captain and especially Ishan Kishan should help as well. He's all right here. He does get his foot on the skirting, but had released the ball before that. Yeah, the important thing is making sure you have the right people in the right position, the hot zones. Too high. Need to reload that one.
Yeah, you speak about the hot zones. Is Arshdeep one of their better fielders? And if he is, perfect. He wants to be in that hot zone.
Well, I personally believe he's a safe fielder, but not the best, and it can be really quite tricky because of the dimensions we've spoken about, especially when you're standing in mid-off, mid-on at this venue, because you've got a really short straight boundary, but there are bigger pockets, the deep mid-wicket or the extra cover area. So where you position yourself, where do you stand? How's the batter batting? Is he trying to go straighter or squarer? Yeah, it's so nuanced feeling. We don't talk enough about feeling, but especially in tricky dimensions like venues like this one here, you got to be a smart fielder in terms of positioning. And now we've got Shreyas, the skipper himself. He's absolutely brilliant. He's batted well. Harry Tector playing his 100th T20I.
Yeah, he was slow to start. A little bit of luck with that one. A good shot with a bit of width offered. This was the changing point for me. A free hit, low full toss, tossed it for 6. Next over, off Aksar, slow sweep that I thought was going for 6, but just bounced inside the ropes. But it's those little moments when the momentum shifts. Ben Klitz changing his bat there, but we saw it on Friday. Around about this time in the Ireland innings, the momentum shifted with Garrett Delaney and Lorcan Tucker. It's starting to do the same here today. So this is promising signs for Ireland. They scored 184 on Friday. At the moment, can they get in around 180 again?
Ideally, they should. 96 for 3. That's the 13th over. Nicely bowled.
Well, certainly with Garrett Delaney in form, George Dockrell from the slate to come at 7, who scored 19 off 9 or 10 balls on Friday. So they have the power to come. Good length from Yadav. Nipping in off the seam. Harry Tector potentially looking a little bit square on that one. But it's interesting the lengths from the Indian bowlers. Can they continue to hold that length that they bowled in the power play? They didn't on Friday. Gareth Delaney punished them in particular. Can they hold the length a little bit better today?
But nicely bowled. Right in the slot. 13 done, 97 for 3 Ireland.
ये ऐसे तो देख ही रहती है ऐसे कैसे वो कई अंदर है ना वो वजह वो है ना दुकान पे
You're going at 7.5 Ireland, which is alright because they've got wickets in hand, they've got enough firepower yet to come. So they should be looking at 180 generally. Rule of thumb is by the 12th over, if you have enough wickets in hand, you double the score. So it was around what, 91, 92, you double it, so it comes to 180, 185. So on par here, Ireland. Harshit Rana into the attack, starts off with a pace off. Get only a single. Talk about length. What do you make of the length the Indian bowlers have bowled so far?
Yeah, they've been good. They held their length very well in the power play on Friday, and again today as the 50 partnership comes up off 35 balls, adding real momentum to the innings between Harry Tector and Ben Clintz. It's interesting now, this was a similar period on Friday. Can the Indian bowlers get the Irish batters hitting into the deeper pockets? On the flip side, the Irish batters know the plan. Can they maybe use the pace of the Indian bowlers a little bit more and look to deflect behind the wicket?
Has it timed it? But mid-off's inside the circle. This is good batting. This is very good batting. Flat batted it for another boundary. The 100 comes up with that.
Yeah, good cricket. Khalid's just backing away a little bit, getting set. Anticipated that Harshit Rana was going to go into the wicket on a straight line. Just created the room for the hands to come through and put excellent connection on it. And it's nearly gone all the way for 6. Great position there. Stable on contact.
Highest score in T20Is. Ben 28 of 17. It's alright because the fine leg's inside the circle. The shot is on.
Pitch it up then. Few words. Khalid's pitching up then. You can hear it on the stump cam. Stump mic. Which is this might be one for the over. Certainly the previous ball that hit for 4 I think was over shoulder height. But yeah, a little bit of niggle. Harshit Rana not having it all his own way today. Getting fired up, a little bit of verbals, which is good to see, keeping it above board.
Yeah, the second 50 of this innings have come off in 33 deliveries. That just tells you the importance of set batters in this format. Around the wicket. That was pitched up. Rashid might have a few things to say now.
Just raised his eyebrows there, saying he did pitch it up. There's the ground I mentioned. You mentioned the
down the ground,
set batters, especially at this ground, Stormont. You can see the difference in distance. 67 meters over to the left of screen there. You know, swinging all the way 65 now behind Harry Tector, 61, and it's a slightly longer 77 down towards the Dundonald end where Harshit Rana's bowling. So as a batter, you can afford to use the pace and the length that the bowlers will give you. It's so short behind Harry Tector. Can he use the pace that is on offer?
Your third's inside, so is fine leg. Need to be really straight, which he is, full and straight. And that's one thing I thought the Irish bowlers did really well in the first game. Use the dimension well, bowl according to that plan, according to the dimension, got the field placement right. Yep. Indian fans, wherever you go, it just seems like a home game wherever India plays. Same here at Stormont.
The fans are always full of colour. One thing I loved about, and still do love about India, is the colours when you're over there. It's such a bright colour. Step one.
Hit hard, but straight to the fielder. 14 overs done, 105 for 3. Very good partnership this, unbeaten, 57 of 40. A little bit pressure on Harry Tector now, going at a little better than runner ball. He's got to start playing a few shots here. He hasn't looked at his fluent best.
Yeah, exactly. That's the partnership. Ben Kalitz 30 off 20, so get Kalitz as much strike as he can in these next couple of overs.
Shivam Dubey. That's way up, and long enough. Yes, it is. All you can do as a fielder is just watch it sail over your head. Starts the over with a 6.
Smashed it. Dubey, little full. Ben Kalitz has loaded up. He's held his right side, a little bit longer. Previous over, he was opening up a little bit too quickly. Held his shape beautifully there. Straight out of the middle, and the minute he hit it, he knew that was 6. Again, Ben Kalitz is on form today. So, can he face as many balls as possible in the next couple of overs to continue that momentum for the Ireland team?
A change of angle coming over the wicket to the southpaw. Get a single. Yeah, if you're Harry Tector, what are you telling yourself? You've got this start. I know he's been struggling to get some runs, but then the good bit is, because of Ben Kalitz, the strike rate of the partnership is very good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think from Harry Tector's point of view, especially 7 off the first 2 balls in this over, can he get Ben Kalitz back on strike? It's important that Kalitz faces as many balls as possible. He's in the mood today.
Exactly what you're talking about. Just get off strike, get Ben Kalitz on strike.
And nowadays in T20, people talk about matchups and this and that. And this could be Ben Kalitz's matchup against Shivam Dubey, who's a medium pace bowler, hitting to the shorter boundary. He's just hit him for 6, ball 1, 8 off 3. This over has the potential to go for 15, 16, 17.
We're just looking at Shreyas Iyer right in front of us. Long on, but very straight. That should be a wicket, yes. The partnership is broken. The wicket that India needed of Ben Kalitz, who is looking very dangerous. He's played a really good hand here. But he's got to walk back. It's a rough wicket.
Yeah, well bowled. You mentioned long on. The skipper was a little bit straighter. The tactic was to bowl wide of the stumps, keep it away from the hitting zone. Deep third man and deep cover. Ben Kalitz has hit it nicely, but unfortunately straight to Tilak Varman. He's frustrated. He's batted nicely, 37 off 23. Ireland 113 for 4.
Delaney, the new batter in, 113 for 4. Got momentum going for them, Ireland. Gareth Delaney, average of 20, almost 21, and striker of 134. And he's come on to bat. In a good situation here. The platform is set.
Yeah, good good bowling by Dubé. Realised the dangerous area the ball was straight
है ना कहाँ जा रहा
with the
था
short boundary. Went wide Yorker. Played off. Good catch in the deep. Tilak Varma.
दो भैया
Fast
दो
bowler.
विकेट भैया
Change of momentum that India needed. 2 in 2 for Shivam Dubé. 2 in 2 for India. And they're back into it. Absolutely. Caught on the crease. Slightly fuller length. Catching Gareth Delaney on the crease. Little footwork.
इधर बैठ
Hit the top of the stumps. And as you said, momentum shifted again. You can just see just nip back. Hit one of those cracks we spoke about before the game. Deep.
बताओ उसका नाम
Just
क्या है
nipping back
बताओ कि
off the seam and top of the stumps. Perfect delivery to the new man. Gareth Delaney walks back. First ball. Ireland 113 for 5.
चाटे मार ले और इसको सरकाने और देखना है उसको
Shivam Dubé on hat-trick here. New batter, George Dockrell. Average 20, strike of 130. He's got a couple of 50s. It's more than Andy with the bat. Rest of 58 not out. Hat-trick delivery. Shivam Dubé
तेरे पास
steps out, hits it in the air, but straight to deep point. Eventful over. 15 gone, 114 for 5. What a terrific delivery. He's coming back in, checking back in after pitching. A couple of wickets in that over for Shivam Dubé in India. 114 for 5. The last over was a big over in the context of the game. Couple of wickets and Shivam Dubé is over, and Akshar Patel is back. None for 13 in his 2. That gave such a crucial over from the previous one. Just when we were talking about Ireland maybe shifting gears and Ben Khalid's batting the way he was, then 2 wickets now set Ireland back a little.
Absolutely. T20 is all about momentum. India have wrestled to back that momentum through that fantastic over. Shivam Dubé, 2 wickets, only going for 8 and went for 6 off the first ball, so a fantastic finish.
Yeah, this is the time when you want to kind of shift gears with set batters and he's suddenly looking at 180, maybe even 190, 200. But then a couple of wickets and suddenly you're looking to take the next maybe couple of overs to reinvigorate this innings.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is, even though it's T20, Ireland can afford. It's not too long.
Just seemed like he was struggling a little bit that run. It should have been an easy single. Yeah, maybe this over. Just take this over, settle down a little bit. But you know Dockrell can do that.
Absolutely. He's vastly experienced. Plays the finisher role. Can obviously score very quickly as we saw on Friday, but can afford here to take, a couple of Still have 2 overs hitting to the short boundary.
Nicely bowled, just 4 singles from that Aksar over. 16 done, 118 for 5 Ireland.
Family affair for many that are hoping to see the youngster, the intermediate sensation Vaibhav Suryavanshi, make his debut this series though. Shivam Dubey to continue. Harry Tector, that's just over the field there. Arshdeep Singh, it'll race away before Tector into the 40s. Israel Joyce started alongside. Captain, mentor, fierce competitor in her playing days.
Very clever this from Harry Tector, because he's used what pace there is to lift it over at 45. He's in the ring. Risky stuff going that length when you've got that fielder. We get long on, long off and cover. Very good awareness from Harry Tector.
Clever from Shivam Dubey. We'll get away with it as well. Harry Tector was looking around at the square leg umpire, hoping that it might be called wide, but instead it's just 1 for the over. And marching down the crease.
Double bluff. Kept the fielders up behind the wicket. Harry Tector guessed wrong. He thought, okay, he's going to come full now because I've hit that short one. Maybe just about the right height to get the top of Harry Tector's head.
Straight. Fielders at long on and long off. They're going to sneak 2 here. Abhishek Sharma coming around. Maybe not incredible pace off the mark from Abhishek Sharma.
I think accidentally perfectly timed shot from Harry Tector, because he kind of hit the ground before he hit it down the ground. George Dockrell set off very, very quickly to come back for the second. It was easily done in the end. I think this is something Ireland did really well on Friday, is recognising when it's not going to the boundary, can we come back for the 2?
This looked to be going down legs from Dubey though. Puts in the big appeal, and it's going to be called as a leg by Johnny Kennedy. Just having a moment. He just wants to see if the DRS is going to be invoked. The Trezire has turned his back. Johnny Kennedy will signal leg by. That's how he takes the scramble through. That brings George Dockrell on strike, playing in his 159th T20 international. That means he's now level with Indian legend Rohit Sharma. Only 1 player has played more T20 international cricket than George Dockrell, and that is his compatriot, teammate Paul Sterling, currently injured. 163 for Sterling against a record 29 different opponents. Dockrell in his 159th. Don't want to ask you about the evolution of George Dockrell. Isabel, so close to the end of the over. He really has come on tremendously as a white ball cricketer in particular over the years.
Absolutely, he's changed completely now. I will say his bowling is back somewhere near its best, but squeezes that one out. And that's a couple of times now this over that Ireland have managed to take the best ball from Shivam Dubey and take a 2 from it. So if you can get the power, then run well.
It might just have caught him. It looked like it was just above his ankle height, but George Dockrell is just taking a moment. A little bit of a hobble. He looks to be walking gingerly. Well, India never have an away game, do they?
In terms of crowd, definitely not. But I think on Friday, the players on the field definitely felt away from home. Alien conditions, an alien ground. They weren't used to the corners. Well, walk it off, George Dockrell. There's a job to do.
Pressure is a privilege. Smashed down the ground to end 17. Ireland, 131 for 5. Ireland projected score of 167 if they can go 12 and over from here in the remaining 3. At one stage they looked like they might be able to hit 180 for the second T20 international in succession. While Ireland fans would have been hoping to see it raining sixes, I can tell you that we've got more than simply a little bit of drizzle around as well. Getting back to the
Yeah, brilliant from George Dockrell. He's excellent at this. You miss your length at all and he'll take you straight back over the bowler's head. Very powerful down the ground, a strong guy. Something he's added to his game later in his career. But the bad news, the rain has got heavier. It was raining sixes a little earlier, now it's just raining. It's one of those kinds of days where you feel there's going to be showers around. Those ground staff are going to be worked hard on and off. Probably coming at a bad time for Ireland, truth be told.
So, flags whipping about. There's a gust of wind that is whipped up. Others making their way out onto the pitch. Stumps down and cover on the pitch. Umbrellas out for those who brought them along, but I tell you what, if the wind keeps up, we won't see too many umbrellas because they'll be blown away or they'll be blown inside out.
Yeah, it's definitely not the day for that type of outerwear, but the good news is the more wind there is, the quicker the rain will be blown away.
So, momentary suspension in play owing to weather. As things stand, Ireland 132 for 5 through 17.1 overs. Harry Tector is 4 away from a first 50 in 8 T20 international innings, and it would be a wonderful milestone to achieve in his milestone 100th T20 international. For George Dockrell, a milestone of his own, 159 T20 internationals now for a man who sports a great deal of longevity in the game. He's one of the... Oh, here are the wickets, Isabel. First Tim Tector.
A few full shots from the two openers, and it looks a different day, doesn't it? The sun was shining earlier. Very, very attacking, Tim Tector and Rossiter. They're looking to force it off a decent length, and after he survived a chance, next ball he was cut, as Arshdeep got the right length and guessed the right line as well. There was a big celebration after that. I think the way that Rossiter was hitting the ball, they knew he could be dangerous. Then Lorcan Tucker, the man who saved the day on Friday when Ireland were in all sorts of trouble, looked to play that one through the offside and broke his streak of 350s in a row.
First T20 international wicket for Prince Yanab as well. A milestone moment for him. And then Shivan Dube getting into the action with 2 in 2, starting with this.
Brilliant game plan and well read on the pitch by India. He's so strong through the leg side, Ben Callets, and they sent it wide, set the field. The trap was set and he fell right into it. Never bowling from Shivam Dube, just showing that it's not necessarily all about pace but also about the smarts. As Gareth Delaney quickly followed Ben Callets the very next delivery.
Shivam Dubey, some very smart bowling. Just choking the Ireland batters a little in the middle overs. He sometimes triggers collapses for opposing teams. But that was beautiful, simply beautiful for a man that can strike the ball a long, long way indeed. Gareth Delaney out first ball. And on the hat-trick was Shivam Dubey, unable Shahada's hat-trick takers for India T20 internationals. Incidentally, Ireland has two. Josh Little became the second to do it after Curtis Comfer, famously US T20 international and one-day international. A man who took 4 in 4 in T20 internationals, Curtis Comfer against Netherlands. But the partnerships destructive from an Irish perspective toward the Indian bowling attack, 65 or 44, but the next one, first ball ended, and the bowling, Arshdeep, Harshit and Prince Yadav on debut, all have won. Shivam Dubey 2 in 2. Should get a little expensive on debut for him, and Akshar Patel, first ball into his final over, he's going at under 6 an over, and the covers came on, but the good news is, the batters are back, the covers have come off. Stumps are up. And we're set to continue with 17 balls remaining in the Ireland innings.
Typical Irish weather. We've had all 4 seasons pretty much here in this innings. I'm sure we'll have all 4 again in the second. But like I said, because the wind is so strong, the weather will get pushed on. Probably means we're going to get some more weather as well, because the clouds will keep on getting pushed in. We won't have lost any overs. It was a very short delay.
There's Prince Yadav, wicket on debut. Could have had 2 as well, but for a very sharp caught and bowled chance when Harry Tector hit a ball straight back to him. And fast bowlers on the follow-through to try to hold on. Particularly difficult. It was very positive. Akshar Patel, the last of the players from India to make his way back onto the pitch. He'll be continuing his over, and he is 1 wicket away from becoming the 4th Indian bowler to take 100 T20 international wickets. Arshdeep Singh remains the Indian record holder when it comes to wickets. T20 international, Jasprit Bumrah and Hardik Pandya the others. Smashed straight down the ground. Welcome back. George Dockrell goes big.
Well, the evolution of George Dockrell. This is what he's in the team for. So often you can come in at the end and you're supposed to hit big and it doesn't quite come off, but the last couple he's had very, very slow there from Patel, anticipating Dockrell coming down the pitch.
Harry Tector back on strike.
We got going very, very quickly. Backs himself to hit it because there's not a huge amount of turn when you're facing Patel. Came out with that game plan. Such small margins, isn't it? Like when you get down to the back end, just looking back on the Friday as well, how quickly the game turns on just a couple of deliveries.
Chipped, nobody there. Field is all spread, and they might get 2. Harry Tector, in fact, is ridiculously quick between the wickets. It's the one that says no in the end.
Well, I like that because what George Dockrell has done really well is he's not watched the ball. He's done his first job and just run down the striker's end. He's not looking at the ball. He's trusting Harry Tector to give him the information, which he's done.
Very well bowled. Deliberate. Wider channel, but not a wide ball.
I was just going to say, Harry Tector shouted very loud to make sure that George Dockrell knew not to come back, but yeah, good change up.
Series to try to claim his 100th T20 international wicket. 2 overs remain. Ireland 142 for 5. Ireland 142 for 5. Stage might have been looking at 180 for the second T20 international in succession. In the second match of the Spinney Cup. They've been taken back a little, most notably by Shivam Dubey. Arshdeep Singh back into the attack. His final over.
So useful, left armour at this stage of the game. The change in angle, making George Dockrell and Harry Tector hit to the long boundary as well.
It's gone high. It's gone high. Fielders are rushing in, but it lands between 4, converging on the focal point. It's safe.
Skill to hit it so badly that nobody could get anywhere near that from George Dockrell. As I said, the fielder's set for that catch. He's bowling into the surface around the wicket, saying take on those boundary fielders to the leg side if you dare. Long off, long on, cover the other 3 out, so you'd expect that he'll bowl.
Footwork again, cut away, there's a fielder there, and it's comfortably pouched. Dockrell falls for 19, it's very well played. Arshdeep Singh takes another wicket. Akshar Patel with a fine catch. A rough wicket.
Yeah, very good. Good pace, good length as well, because the space was over extra cover or over point, but the length was exactly the one to hit it to Akshar Patel in the deep, who made no mistake. Knock from George Dockrell, 19 from 14, Ireland 144 for 6.
You don't drop it, shot 6 feet outside off.
The second left-handed batter in the Ireland lineup, Liam McCarthy. We're into the bowlers now, but he hits a very long ball when he collects. Arshdeep Singh to Liam McCarthy. That's beautifully bowled to the new batter. It's taken as well from Nishan Kisham with the wicket again.
Yeah, good length, good line. He knows what George Dockrell's likely to do. It's if you want to hit leg side, you've got to hit it well over the fielders. If you're going to go offside, I've got 2 set there as well. Had to get the hands through either more quickly or wait for it longer to find the boundary, but looking for power, found Patel in the deep.
Little scramble through, and McCarthy off the mark. Rajasthan, the incredible state of India. It's the largest state in India. Iconic desert landscapes and very vibrant culture. And oh, the food. Oh, I miss the food. Jodhpur, the blue city. Jaipur, the pink city. Havamal, Council Winds, the Amber Fort, the Grand City Palace as well. Udaipur, city of lakes. One of the most romantic cities in India as well. That's cut away, a little gap, and that's a 50 for Harry Tector, his first in 8 innings in T20 internationals. Harry Tector, but it's his 9th 50 overall, and on his milestone 100th T20 international, he raises his bat aloft again. Ireland 149 for 6.
Very classy shot, weighted so beautifully. 2 fielders up there, but finds the gap, uses the pace on offer. May have struggled a little at the start, missed opportunity when he was on 11, but you drop someone like Harry Tector, and he's going to make you pay.
Prince Yadav on debut will bowl the final over of the Ireland innings. Liam McCarthy, how did that miss? Prince Yadav might be asking. What he's done importantly, Isabel, is he's rotated the strike and got the set batter back on strike.
Well, something we've seen actually is when you come out, it's very difficult to hit from ball one. Definitely India found that on Friday when they started getting behind the race. So Liam McCarthy has recognised that and he's said, right, I've got a set batter, let's get him on strike. Field for Harry Tector, cover, long off, long on, mid-wicket square. So exactly the same as we saw last over. Can he be cute? Can he be smart? Can he outthink Prince Yadav, or is Yadav going to come out on top?
Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Beautifully bowled. Liam McCarthy has just run two effectively. That's what he's done. Everybody focused on the appeal. The Ireland 150 having come up a moment ago, but Liam McCarthy.
Getting just running in, getting warmed up. Well, it's hit the pad of Harry Tector. Did it hit first? We'll find out. They reviewed it.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out. I've checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Doesn't appear to be any bat, but we will confirm with Ultra Edge, please. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Clear gap between bat and ball all the way to the pads, please. Satisfied there's no ball, bat. We'll move on to ball tracking. Aiden just waiting for ball tracking. Ball tracking coming up. Pitching in line, impact umpire's call, wickets missing. Aiden, stay with your on-field decision of not out, stand by.
Maybe a little hopeful from the debutant
Screen now,
Prince Yadav,
not out.
but he's bowled beautifully in his first T20 international. Direct hit to put pressure on. And McCarthy going to the danger end.
Yeah, good running from Liam McCarthy. He knows the assignment. He's almost just said, right, if I'm out, that's okay, but Harry Tector will be back on strike. Now, the question is, what's Harry Tector going to do now? He's had two Yorkers. He's dug the second one out, third and fine inside the ring. Can he find the gap over the keeper?
That's going to be wide. It is indeed, says Johnny Kennedy. And Aidan Seaver signals to the scorers. Kennedy at square leg. For the over as well.
Oh, I think that might be a little bit harsh. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but there's been a couple like that where it looks like Harry Tector's crouching ever so slightly.
Straight up. Ishan Kishan makes the call and then has to make a dive to secure it, but does so. Harry Tector goes for 53 with just 2 balls remaining. Ireland 153 for 7.
This is such a brilliantly constructed over from Prince Yadav. Full, then the short one, and then into the pitch. Harry Tector hanging back, expecting the Yorker. can't quite catch up with it. And at the end, well, a little bit of theatrics. Harry Tector goes for a well-made 53, Ireland 153 for 7.
It's also very good to identify what good.
Chamundra will take a single on his first ball. One ball to come. Well, Prince Yarov's pitch map today. What do you make of this? How do you evaluate his bowling on debut?
I think he's bowled good straight lines, first of all, but changing things up. We said that they were a little bit predictable on Friday. Bowled nice and good length, and then the wicket balls that slightly short into the pitch. So excellent from him. He's read the conditions beautifully.
False start. Final ball still to come. Ireland, barring any no balls, wides, can make a maximum of 160 here. Slow ball again, straight up. Ishan Kishan calls for it, and he's going to have another. Prince Yarov takes 3 on debut, 3 for 22. It's a superb return for a thoroughly deserving player, Ishan Kishan, with his 3rd catch of the match as well. Ireland, they end their innings on 154 for 8.
Well, so often bowling the last over is about guessing right. This is an extremely slower ball. Liam McCarthy's strength is into the leg side. He was so worried about running that he almost didn't hit the ball. No Mayo on it this time for Ishan Kishan. But 2 in the over. It's been a brilliant final one from Prince Yarov, and well-deserved return for him.
Well, he showed a full repertoire, Prince Yarov, and he's been congratulated by those around him. And absolutely deserving of plaudits and applause, which he receives very warmly from this capacity crowd here at the ward at Stormont in Belfast. Applauding Yarov as he leaves the field. 3 for 22 on debut. Wonderful performance. And Ireland just beyond the 150 mark. Maybe a little short of where they'd like to be, 154, the mark they posted, which means India will have to chase 155.
Well, India said 140 was about par. 182 was a winning score for Ireland in game 1. 154 just about splits the two. Lots of starts. Harry Tector had to battle at the start. A couple of chances survived, and Tector gets to his 9th half century. Khalid's was impressive, 37 from 23, and then a handy knock from Dockrell as well to finish things off.
Go